Message loud and clear. The people of Middle Tennessee stand with President Donald J. Trump.
Matt Van Epps won a special election to fill a vacant seat in Tennessee that Republicans had previously held in the 7th House District, which President Trump won by 22 points last year. But Van Epps only beat Democrat Afton Bain by 9.
And I will work hard to earn your trust.
The Van Epps victory will give Republicans a 219-213 House majority. Now to the Simmons controversy off the Venezuelan coast, where the U.S. military has been blowing up boats suspected of trafficking illegal drugs. One attack in September under scrutiny. It was a second strike on one boat, killing survivors of the first bombing. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth says he never saw that after watching the operation.
The thing was on fire. It was exploded and fire or smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war.
Hegseth told reporters at a cabinet meeting with President Trump he supports the admiral who carried out the strikes, and that admiral will talk to lawmakers this week as Congress investigates.
Republican Senator Rand Paul chairs the Senate Homeland Security Committee and says he hasn't received any briefings.
We are asking for them. We are supportive of the Armed Services Committee looking into this, but this has been very selective in briefings that have been given to people, primarily given to people who are already apologists for the administration.
President Trump has defended Hegseth, and the White House says the strike was conducted in self-defense in international waters in accordance with the law of armed conflict.
Fox's Ryan Schmel. Some progress in talks with Russia, but not enough to stop the war in Ukraine.
Compromises have not yet been found, reported Vladimir Putin's top foreign policy aide. This after discussions between President Putin and the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff that went on past midnight in Moscow. Today, Ukraine's European allies continue work to put Kyiv in a stronger position.
Jonathan Savage, America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Indiana's redistricting plan clears its first hurdle. You've got a clear radar. 19 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, topping out at 31 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. Indiana's redistricting bill moved forward Tuesday, passing out of the House Committee on Elections in an 8-5 vote. The plan, which would redraw the state's congressional districts, now heads to the full House later this week. The Senate will take it up next Monday. Lawmakers heard hours of public testimony against the measure before the vote. No snow today, but it is really cold. Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis, says with temperatures this low, the snow on the ground isn't going anywhere.
It may melt a little bit on Wednesday as temperatures warm ahead of a cold front. We may actually see here in the metro temperatures getting into the mid-30s, so that may lead to a little bit of melting of the snowpack, but it's not going to go away.
This weekend storm dumped up to 8 inches in
I'm a firefighter.
A teacher.
I'm a farmer. I'm a barber.
A waitress.
A mom.
We're all part of your community. Every day we move in and out of each other's busy lives.
It's easy to take for granted all the little moments that make up our everyday.
Some are good,
others not so much.
But that's life. It's when you experience a moment of uncertainty, something or someone's behavior that doesn't seem quite right.
These are the moments to take a pause.
Because if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
It's not about paranoia
or being afraid.
It's about standing up and protecting our communities.
One detail at a time.
Because a lot of little details can become a pattern.
We
trust our instincts.
Just like you should.
Because only you know what's not supposed to be in your everyday.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Tristan Fliss, IT support manager at Out of Door Academy, relies on applied innovation and paper-cut software to manage his fleet of printers.
It has taken the stress of completely managing 30 to 35 copiers on a day-to-day basis off of the department that I work for and put it into the hands of technicians that really know the equipment and know how to troubleshoot and fix it in a timely and efficient manner.
Would you recommend applied innovation and paper-cut?
Would I? I 100%.
What would you tell other IT professionals about Applied Innovation?
That if they're looking for a company with great technology, great hardware, great customer service, and fast response time so that they don't have any downtime or little to no downtime, that Applied Innovation would be the company to look at.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Call today 800-521-0983 or visit appliedinnovation.com.
All right, we have a crash in Greenwood. It's northbound 65 at County Line Road. 2 right lanes are blocked and traffic is jammed back to Main exit 99. That's going to be a 10-minute delay. South side crash. Westbound 465 at the White River. That's between I-69 and Man Road. Right lane is blocked. No delay at the moment. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group void were prohibited by law. See terms and conditions 21+. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Is it Ryan Morse, Wish TV meteorologist? What's going on?
It's Marcus. Tony.
It's Marcus
okay.
back.
I've been off a couple
My
of days. It's all right. I'm back.
gosh.
Yep.
The people were concerned.
Were they?
They were
though?
worried. They said, is what's his name back? And I said, who's what's his name? And like, the guy who is in Tara Hastings. I'm like, Drew Narcitus? Yeah, he'll be back. And they're like, oh, thank goodness.
Well, as long as the people are informed, that's all we're concerned with.
What do we got, man?
Good to be with you here. Patchy freezing fog here this morning. Be aware of that. It's not widespread, but it may create a little bit of black ice here this morning. Otherwise, I think a lot of the day is dry. Mostly cloudy, 33 for your high. We've got another front moving through tonight. Light snow. I don't think you're going to get a lot out of this one, but we're cold enough it could put a little dusting on the ground overnight, and that could slick things up for the morning drive tomorrow. A low down to 17. Then it just gets cold. Thursday, partly cloudy, a high of 24. Wind chills around 0 when you wake up Friday morning. Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 30. Saturday, partly cloudy, 32. We could have another round of rain or snow on Sunday with highs into the low 30s.
That's Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Thank you, Marcus, man. Appreciate that. Any more vacation coming up?
Yeah, actually, I got, I think, next Thursday and Friday off next week. So
Good for you. Good for you. I am leaving so many days on the table.
Are you really?
Oh, it's
Why?
ridiculous. Because I love the people more than you.
That's probably
I want to be
true.
here,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
That's it. Also, I didn't schedule it in time. That's basically
I get that.
basically what happened.
You know
That's
who
producer
doesn't?
Carl right there.
Nigel did not leave any vacation time on the table.
No. Nigel actually took 7 days from me. He's like, I'll gladly pay you a Tuesday for some vacation time today and tomorrow and the next day.
That's right.
And the next day.
Yep.
So. If only I knew how to write a
glad that
contract. If
We're
only I
glad
knew.
you're the hardest working man in media there, Tony.
Well, I'm not done yet. It's going to be an interesting 2026. That's for sure.
Let's go.
Well, that's Marcus Bailey from Wish
see
TV.
ya.
Appreciate you, Marcus. Thank you. 19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:08. So it seems that a group of members of Congress went to Qatar for Thanksgiving. It's a weird story. And it was put out there by Laura Loomer. I'm like, all right, am I listening to Laura Loomer? Except she was over at the Pentagon and asked a question that is a knock your socks off question. I'm like, what is happening? And then I contacted Congressman Marlon Stutzman. He's like, yeah, I was there. I said, can we talk about it? He said, sure. He'll be with us at 7:15. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Redistricting gets through committee. And Andre Carson is upset. You support Louis Farrakhan, and you're the one who's upset? I will get into the, my gosh, Indianapolis deserves better conversation at 7:45. Tim Yoakum of Clinton, a Republican, voted with the Democrats against the redistricting. People came out yesterday and spoke against redistricting. Okay. No one ever said don't. If you are opposed to it, go ahead. As I have said from the beginning, tell your story. Bring people to your side. I'm making my argument as clear as day, and my argument is I'm not afraid of the power. I believe we have a responsibility as a state to the nation, and I believe the legislators have that responsibility. Plain and simple. And if you say to me it's too political for Indiana, I'll say to you, okay. But my gosh, will that be something people regret at a moment that I believe is too late? Part of this large-scale conversation is, are you afraid of having a supermajority? Are you afraid of having the power? And my answer is no. Well, Tony, don't you have to be responsible with it? Absolutely. So if you redraw the lines, isn't that disenfranchising people and taking away their right to vote? Not only is that wrong, it's so indescribably dense and daft that it shouldn't be responded to with anything other than, you're silly. All lines are unfair. The lines we have now are unfair. The lines we have now are unfair. It's an easy thing to say because it's true. Fairness doesn't play a part here. Power does. Democrats are not afraid of it. We've seen this time and again. Republicans are. And it's predicated on this idea of somehow that they will be rewarded for their quote-unquote kindness. For every Republican right now in the General Assembly. This Democrat Party, if just follow my feed, it's not. Some people are at least decent enough to just disagree, man. That's all we do. I'm like, you vote your way, I'll vote mine. You'll support your way, I'll support mine. Here's my take. There's your take. That's it. The amount of you ain't from around here, are you, boy, that I have now received. The amount of what is, I mean, I'm not getting swatted or anything like that. And good. No one should do that stuff. It's obscene. It's disgusting. But, dear Lord, the anger is beyond compare, and it's irrational. The Democratic Party uses power, and the Republican Party doesn't. And for the Republicans who don't want to use it, understand that if you vote against redistricting, if you did that at 5 p.m., at 5:01, these same Democrats, these same leftists, these same caterwauling social media trolls who will all scream, good job, at 5 p.m., will be calling you a Nazi at 5:01. Do you think they're going to change? Do you think you're going to get their vote? Do you think they're going to stop? The answer, of course, is no. Do I think you have a responsibility to ensure to the best of your ability that we don't elect people who believe in mutilating children under the guise of gender-affirming care? Yes, I do. I'm not going to apologize for it. We should redistrict, and we should do it now. But I agree, that map looks pretty ugly. I always wondered if that was the map, if they were going to switch it out. Guess not. Tony Katz, 93, WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. Take your infant to work at 6:32. Join the Indiana Lawyer December 9th for the inaugural Indiana Lawyer Power Breakfast. You can RSVP at ibj.com/events.
So the truth is, women live longer than men, often by many years. This has big financial consequences for women. They run a greater risk of running out of money in retirement. That's why it's critical women have the right strategy to file for Social Security. You really have to have someone that knows what they're doing.
The biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong age. It's not understanding how Social Security impacts their IRA and 401k withdrawals, their taxes, and even their Medicare premiums. Discover how you could get the most out of your benefits with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. So if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now at 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
This Black Friday, skip the lines and hit the gas.
Now through December 13th, Financial Center is offering auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR for up to 66 months, whether you're buying new or refinancing. Plus, enjoy no payments for 90 days, giving you room to breathe this holiday season. Start now at fcfcu.com/auto. That's fcfcu.com/auto. Subject to underwriting guidelines. See website for terms and conditions.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Yeah, checking out a crash on the south side. It's northbound 65 before County Line Road. And this is a crash blocking two right lanes, stopping traffic back to Main Street. Exit 99, it's a 5-minute delay. On the south side, crash westbound 465 at the White River. That's blocking the right lane. It's slowing down traffic just a little bit. Traffic sponsored by AARP. If you were asked to pay with a gift card, it's a scam. Scammers loved gift cards because they're just like cash. No real business or government agency will ever ask for gift cards. Learn more at aarp.org/gift cards. I'm Matt Baer with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Is it cold out, Matt?
Oh, it's freezing, man.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I wore a scarf today, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, just
That's what I thought.
don't ask me where I wore the scarf, all right?
No. We'll all just get to... No, Carl. Carl, turn off the music.
No.
Carl.
I'm going over here now.
You don't have to tell everybody what the joke is. The joke is in their head. They've got the joke. And the more silent we are to allow that joke to penetrate. See, there it was again. The better that joke is going to be. You don't have to spell it out for them with the sound effect. Let it just sit there and just flop about. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Good. You want to hit it, don't you?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Nice.
Thank you, Carl. Well done.
You said penetrate.
19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. It's my last day. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Is your home ready for the holidays? Because nothing says season's greetings like realizing the in-laws are pulling into your driveway and your carpet still looks like it survived last year's gravy avalanche. And believe me, I've been there. Last Christmas, Uncle Sullivan tripped over the wrapping paper tube, launched his hot chocolate across the living room, and Aunt Terry, God bless her, tried to fix it with soap and water and something she swears wasn't hairspray. That's when I learned, don't DIY it. Call Zero Res. It's safe, effective, and way more reliable than whatever Aunt Terry finds under the sink. If it needs cleaning, Zero Res can handle it all. Carpets, air ducts, hardwood, LVP, tile and grout, upholstery, rug, stone, residential, and business. It's the perfect time for a holiday refresh or an end-of-year deep clean to start 2026 feeling like you actually have your life together. Zero Res has a 4.9 Google rating with over 5,100 reviews, so spots fill up fast. Call 317-388-5141 or go to ZeroResIndy.com.
Technology Recyclers is the safe and ethical choice for your computer and electronics recycling. R2 certified, 100% landfill free, guaranteed destruction of data, and absolutely free pickups. Visit tech-recyclers.com.
And if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
This holiday season, give the gift of Indy's most iconic dining experiences. Now through December 31st, Hughes Culinary is offering a 20% bonus gift card with every gift card purchase of $125 or more. That's 20% more to give or keep for yourself.
And gift cards are available at all Hughes Culinary restaurants. St. Elmo Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, and 1933 Lounge. You can also order online at HughesCulinary.com. Make the season unforgettable with gift cards from Hughes Culinary.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life.
This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner.
Now you can take the TRT test free at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Yeah, I think that everyone acknowledges that this is a real, not only a real controversy, it's a real criminal case, and these people are being tried. However, Trump is basically saying, he literally has said they don't contribute anything, they should go back, we don't want them here.
I think what he said was that people who are complaining, et cetera, and who come from these bad countries, that they are bad and we don't want them here. Again, I think that's how most people who support the president are going to interpret this in a generous way.
But this is really the latest panicked scapegoating because Trump is in real trouble in a lot of areas. He fell asleep 4 times during this meeting, by the way, which is raising even more questions about the energy level.
Having your ass kissed for hours could be a little boring.
Apparently,
CNN, constantly hilarious. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Some conversation about whether Trump fell asleep during the cabinet meeting yesterday. Eyes closed while people are talking. It was a long meeting. I didn't see him fall asleep. But if you want to argue that he did not have his best facial presentation for a meeting, I think you could do that. But none of it matters. None of it matters because it is very clear in answering the questions and holding the cabinet meetings and engaging in the back and forth. He's alert, capable, able, and not Joe Biden. And I don't listen to people on the political left tell me about whether or not they think the president's okay when they were okay with Joe Biden. We're either political or we're honest here. Right? That's the story. It's one or the other. But they're discussing this madness in Minnesota. What it is these Somali nationals did in fleecing the American people, never mind the people of Minnesota, out of millions, if not $1 billion plus. And there are people defending these Somali nationals who are not Americans and don't seem to like America at all.
We've got the war crime situation. Voters increasingly know. He said he was going to bring prices down. Prices are not down.
In fairness, though, this is the deflection that I'm talking about. There is a legitimate issue here.
Any instances of fraud is not prosecuted.
The failure of Minnesota officials who actually permitted this kind of nonsense to take place.
That's not why.
Wait a minute. That is precisely why people are talking about it.
The governor of Minnesota, who didn't answer any of the whistleblowers or the warning signs on this scandal, who swept it under the rug, nearly became the vice president of the United States.
Precisely
and
right.
everyone in the American news media ignored this. The New York Times is just now reporting on a scandal that's been years in the making. Why? Why didn't they do a deep dive on Tim Walz and the campaign with this?
Hold on.
How is this possible?
Wasn't it Merrick Garland of the Biden administration that brought many of these charges in the first place?
Yeah. It was indeed Merrick Garland who brought a bunch of these charges. That was Joe Biden's attorney general. But that isn't the story, Abby Phillip. And that's exactly why you need to be called out as a host on the hour. You have this great opportunity in front of you, and you are not interested in doing the job. The story that we must be paying attention to, and this is going to play into the election results in the special election in Tennessee, where the Republican did beat the communist, the Marxist, by 9 points. And people are saying, oh, this is bad news for Republicans. We've been so on top of this subject. I'm going to get to that at 6:45. The story here is that in any other world, the fraud in Somalia, The fleecing of the people of Minnesota, the fleecing of Americans, the abuse that Americans had to deal with by these non-citizens, and the threats these non-citizens made to keep their power. Reporters would have found that story. Somebody would have leaked that story from the Department of Justice. We would have heard about it. We would have known about it. It would have been nationwide, and it wasn't. The conversation here is about something we have discussed for years, that when it comes to progressivism, the failures are not a bug, they are a feature. And the total lack of conversation nationwide and accountability was the feature. If it's our side, we say nothing. If it's their side, we make it up if we have to. Minnesota social services and other government programs were told, if you don't give these minority people the dollars, we will call you racists and come after you. I think the implication is far worse than being called a racist. I think the implication was one of violence. And they all acquiesced. They said, to hell with the people of Minnesota, to hell with the American people. They were utilizing COVID funds and lying about people they were feeding in order to get paid millions of dollars. Some of that money allegedly ending up back in Somalia in the hands of a terrorist group called Al-Shabaab. Some of that money used to buy luxury cars and houses and not feed children. They were lying every day, saying they were feeding 18,000 children a day. Everybody knew it was a lie. And when the investigation started, they said, if you investigate us, we'll call you a racist. And the leftists who run Minnesota acquiesced because nothing could be worse than that. Well, maybe there's some reason they're doing this. We'll just trust them. We'll look the other way. What Tim Walz did is nothing different than what all those people did when Harvey Weinstein was saying to a young starlet, hey, come up to my room and we'll talk about your next part. There's no difference. The story has to be that no reporting was done. And still, ABC, NBC, and CBS last night or the night before, the story breaks, they don't say anything about it. If you want to say Merrick Garland investigated, you can. But that ain't the story. That's sophistry. Matt Bear has got traffic. Matthew, what's going on?
Looking at Greenwood crash northbound 65 at County Line Road. 2 right lanes are blocked and traffic is jammed back to Main Street for a 3-minute delay. On the south side crash, westbound 465 at Man Road. The right lane is blocked slow to 69. Northbound 65 south side, stop and go traffic from Raymond Street up to Morris. That's construction. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Jacob Stewart from Indy Star will be here to talk about why redistricting could screw rural Indiana.
Join us Wednesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you. and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What happened in Tennessee last night and why it matters to the national political landscape. You've got a clear radar, and it's 19 degrees on Monument Circle, topping out at 31. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Matt Van Epps, the Republican running for Congress in Tennessee's 7th District, beat Democrat Afton Bain in a special election Tuesday night. Van Epps and Bain were competing for the seat left open by former Rep. Mark Green, who resigned to take a job in the private sector. President Donald Trump suggested Tuesday that Americans might not even have to pay income tax in the near future. He said revenue from tariffs could make it possible to eliminate the federal income tax while he's in office. After a cabinet meeting, Trump told reporters at some point in the not-too-distant future, you won't even have to pay income tax, adding that the government revenue under his administration is now so great, it's enormous. State police are asking for your help solving a road rage incident that left a man injured along I-465.
It happened last Tuesday, just before midnight. State troopers say they were dispatched to the ramp from I-465 westbound to Man Road on the city's south side, where they found the victim shot. They were taken to the hospital for treatment and are stable at this hour. Investigators say it appears to have happened after a road rage type confrontation on the ramp. You can see the bullet holes in the side of the victim's car.
That's Wish TV's Phil Sanchez. Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner's wife has filed for a divorce from a rock star husband 8 months after he was arrested for firing a weapon at Los Angeles police. Jillian Schreiner filed the paperwork Tuesday. She's been married to him since November of 2005, and the couple shares 2 adopted children. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. The Northern Indiana Commuter Transportation District is preparing to submit its application for a federal grant to support the planned $112 million realignment of the South Shore Line at South Bend International Airport. It's all part of a move to reduce travel time between Chicago and South Bend by up to 15 minutes. NICT's Nicole Barker says a project that has been talked about for more than 30 years is moving closer to reality.
Everyone out in South Bend wants a closer connection to Chicago. It's going to benefit the economy, it's going to increase tourism, and it's going to strengthen educational institutions' relationships with the city as well, such as Notre Dame.
Fort Wayne-based Steel Dynamics has acquired the remaining 55% ownership stake in New Process Steel, LP. Financial terms of the deal not disclosed. The Houston company employs around 1,200 people, and Steel Dynamics CEO Mark Millett says the acquisition will expand opportunities for both companies. Governor Mike Braun has announced the launch of a new program that would allow eligible state employees to bring their infants to work during the first 6 months of life. The Family First Workplace program will be piloted in the governor's office, the Department of Health, and the State Personnel Department. Implementation to begin immediately. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get 50% off a subscription to IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. This Cyber Week only, get unlimited digital access and the award-winning IBJ newspaper at half off. Stay ahead with the stories, insights, and trends shaping Indiana business. But hurry, this deal ends December 5th at midnight. Visit ibj.com/cyberweek to get 50% off your subscription today.
Central Indiana is on the move, and the next big conversation is happening in Indianapolis. Join business and community leaders at Innovate Central Indiana, a powerful morning of ideas, innovation, and insight. Join us at the Westin in downtown Indy, December 11th. All part of our Innovate Indiana series presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Musical instrument and audio equipment online retailer Sweetwater will host a live heavy metal music award show December 12th in collaboration with YouTuber and producer Nick Nocturnal. The annual Nocturnal Awards, which recognizes the best in modern metal, metalcore, deathcore, and alternative heavy music, will be live streamed on YouTube and on Twitch, and fans can attend the event live at Sweetwater's Fort Wayne campus. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, Greenwood crash northbound 65 at County Line Road. It blocks 2 right lanes and slows traffic down to East Worsville Road. Okay, westbound 465 on the south side. That's a crash at Man, blocking the right lane and slowing down traffic through that area. South side northbound 65, stop and go before Raymond into the south split. That is construction. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Purdue, the top-ranked team in the country, Tony, won its Big Ten opener on the road at Rutgers last night, 81-65. Head coach Matt Painter says the way they came out to start the second half really got things going.
We played well for about 6 to 8 minutes there and took the lead up. And I don't think we played that great after that. But we had it at 23 points, so we had it at a pretty good distance. But this can get really loud.
Trey Kaufman-Wren finished with 19 points and 13 rebounds, his 4th double-double of the season. Purdue back at home Saturday against 10th-ranked Ohio State. The new college football playoff rankings are out, and IU didn't move. The Hoosiers are still in the 2nd spot, right behind Ohio State, and these two teams will meet at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday for the Big Ten Championship. Kickoff at 8 o'clock. IU's 22nd-ranked men's basketball team opens up Big Ten play tonight on the road against Minnesota. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections may be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here with a special message from my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Thanks, Pat. Jack Hope here. You know, 2025 was a year of growth for us as we added HVAC and electrical services to our business. This growth was due in large part to customers like you. Your support, your loyalty, and your trust has shaped Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling into who we are today. Thank you for making this year one to remember and for continuing to welcome us into your homes.
Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
It's B Windows' biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me.
You know, the world's crazy, but we don't have to be. You hear me say that every Thursday. Well, I've decided, because it is indeed the glorious holiday season. It is the Christmas season, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are actually afraid of saying Christmas. It's very weird. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I decided that we needed to do a little more to get into the groove, a little more to be like, you know what, things are good, we're okay, we're all going to be good. And that's why I bring you, for the month of December, Tues playing Christmas tunes.
Tues playing Christmas tunes. Boy, what a delight. Strings and bells, it's a holly jolly night. Ooh, yeah. So turn that radio up, it's totally in the groove. Even my sugar would quell and start to move. Ooh, yeah.
Tues playing Christmas tunes. We're rocking the season.
And Miss Sugar.
Tues playing Christmas tunes. God, I love this show. I bring you Christmas songs that were either performed or written by somebody who is Jewish. This goes to Johnny Marks. Johnny Marks, who has a whole host of songs. I did not go with the Burl Ives version. No, I went with the Michael Bublé version, getting us in the holiday season mood, the Christmas season spirit. It's Holly Jolly Christmas. Producer Carl, hit it.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
That's Tues playing Christmas tunes. By the way, the song was written in 1962. It came out in 1964 as part of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, about that, and that's Burl Ives, and that's the traditional version. You can play it for yourself. Brought to you by Trump, a red tie gala. Well, Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala, January 24th, 2026. Get your tickets. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. The bourbon, the food, the laughs, the good time, how this past year has gone and how it's going to play into the next year. It's going to be a great time to gather with great people on the red carpet, the photos, the everything, the live music. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala. I want you to be there. It's going to be amazing. Tickets.TonyKatz.com or go to WIBC.com and you can get your tickets right there. I want to see you there. Right now, Matt Bear, right there, has traffic.
Crash clear Greenwood, northbound 65 at County Line Road. That is gone. Still slow traffic, though, from County Line up to 465. But we're moving. Not so much when we get to Keystone. Northbound 65 at South Keystone Avenue starts to slow down because of construction into the south split. And the west side crashes all over the place. Westbound 70, like you're going from downtown to the airport. That's a crash after Holt, blocking the left lane. Stopping traffic back to Holt. Crash eastbound 70, like you're going from the airport to downtown. And this is before Harding Street, slowing us down to Holt Road. South side crash westbound 465 at the White River. Right shoulder is blocked. A little bit of a slowdown as you make your way through there. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family is banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace too strict.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-917-8730. 800-917-8730. 800-917-8730. That's 800-917-8730.
Mark your calendar for December 9th. St. Philip's Church and Indianapolis Urban League present a drive-through food box and meal distribution. Get fresh produce, meat, and pantry staples. No ID needed. First come, first served. Questions? Call 317-693-7603.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love.
So they had a special election in Tennessee. Matt Van Epps, Republican, wins that special election. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. He won the district by 9. And what you are hearing from the chattering classes is, oh my gosh, this is so terrible for Republicans. Trump won that district by 22. Everybody who's a part of the show, and everybody who joined me November of 2024 for Trump understanding the election in 3 bourbons knows exactly what I'm about to say. We had the information then. It's not that we're smarter, it's that we're more honest. We took the look and we understood what we were dealing with. There is a large difference between the Trump brand and the Republican brand. Huge difference. The Trump brand outperformed the Republican brand everywhere in the 2024 election. And this is very true of Nevada, of Arizona, of Michigan, of Wisconsin, of these states where Trump took the state. Remember, I won all the swing states. But the Senate candidates didn't. They lost. It wasn't this massive pickup from Republicans. It was a pickup for Trump. There's a difference, which means activating those low propensity voters. They came in, they voted for Trump, and they went home. And we said it then, saying it ever since. Republicans have a lot of work to do. They don't have the brand that Trump has. That is obvious and it is clear. And we've been saying it right here on this show about the midterms, reminding people when the midterms are and saying that Republicans have to start running this race yesterday. To my accounting, they have yet to take it seriously. They do not yet seem prepared on a nationwide basis. If Trump wants to run the Republican Party like Barack Obama ran the Democratic Party, he'll do very well. He'll control all the email lists. He'll make a lot of money. His own personal brand will see a lot of opportunity. But Republicans are going to lose. They're going to lose huge. We've been discussing how you have to tell your story, how you have to engage with people, how you have to build the opportunities, how you have to engage in the outreach, how you have to say that I see that costs are too high, not say, as President Trump did yesterday in the cabinet meeting, that affordability is a hoax. My gosh, what a ridiculous thing to say, especially when they have so many good stories to tell, to sell, and to win with. Far more than the Democrats have. The Democrats have hate and vitriol and anger. They don't have results. Trump needs better economic results. Maybe that'll come in 2026, although I think it's going to be a rough few months ahead of us. I've said this and I mean it. But the 9-point victory for Matt Van Epps has to be kept at least in a little bit of a container. This was a special election, not a midterm election or a general election. So not only was Trump not on the ballot, nobody else was on the ballot. That means there was nobody else to go out there and take money away from his Democratic challenger, this Marxist who absolutely is going to run again. The money was able to concentrate, and the people were able to concentrate on one race, not all the races. As I see this election, as I see the numbers right now, what the numbers tell me is that absolutely, if you had to go up against the totality of the Republican Party in a midterm or in a general, you don't have the money you can put at this, you have issues, Democrats. What it also tells me is that if Republicans rest on their laurels, if they are not moved and motivated by not getting at least a double-digit victory so they could say double-digit victory, they're nuts. My problem is I don't think Republicans are nuts. I just often think they're dumb. Matt Barrett's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, crash eastbound 70 before Belmont. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy-colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Applied Innovation customer Tom Cripps, CFO with Hungerford CPAs and Advisors, depends heavily on Applied Innovation during tax season for copiers, printers, and also secure shredding services.
We have a heavy need during tax season for a lot of documents that we need to confidentially dispose of.
Applied Innovation keeps your business up and running during critical times?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been great, and the service has been second to none.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
Bottom line benefit is fast service, keeping the business up and running in efficient times and times that we need to get things done quickly. And I would say that trust relationship with Applied that they've provided with us and us with them, that we can count on them when we need to.
Applied Innovation, people you can count on. Call today 800-521-0983 or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Well, there's a big reason why Window Nation was recently ranked highest on Forbes' list of best window installation companies. You want to know what that reason is? It's because they are the best. I have Window Nation windows. I work with Window Nation. They replaced my old windows in the front of my house in a day, left my house cleaner than before the install. And they have got one huge sale going on right now.
Yeah, the clock is ticking here. Window Nation's big end-of-the-year sale. This is where you could get 50% off all window styles. 50% off. And if that's not enough, you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. 50% off, 0% interest financing for 5 years. Window Nation, A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. I've seen their work firsthand. I'm a customer. They're awesome. Go to windownation.com right now. That's windownation.com. But make sure you tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Hi, it's Denny Smith, and when temps are dropping, it means your water heater, softeners, and even those old pipes are under stress. Fall's the time when rain hits, the ground shifts, and tree roots start tearing into those old clay or PVC lines. LD Smith Plumbing can handle it all. Water heaters, softeners, leaks, even gas line inspections before you fire up that furnace or fireplace. And don't forget those hoses, hose bibs, and crawl space vents before the freeze hits. Call my friends at LD Smith Plumbing, the local pros I trust, or just head to ldsmithplumbing.com today.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third-generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31. If you love fried chicken, we've got you covered. Crispy, juicy, made fresh daily, and it comes with sides like mashed potatoes, potato wedges, mac and cheese, and way more. And now, through the end of Radiothon, we're donating 10% of all our fried chicken sales to the Salvation Army. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swainco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swainco 317-407-1868 or swaincollc.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online.
and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Coming up in 2 minutes, why forecasters say that snow that you're driving over isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and more of it may be on the way. Coming up after Fox News from the Technology Recyclers Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 7 o'clock.
A seat in Congress that's been red will stay red. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
I am humbled beyond belief to stand before you tonight as your next representative.
Matt Van Epps won a special election in Tennessee, keeping a House seat Republican, beating Democrat Afton Bain by 9 points in a district that President Trump won by 22 last year.
Together, we'll bring down the cost of living. I'm tired of too many Republicans ceding affordability to the Democrats.
The Van Epps victory will give the GOP a 219-213 House majority. Congress will be investigating the military operation off the Venezuela coast, blowing up boats said to be trafficking illegal drugs. Democrats want to know if a war crime was committed in one attack where a second strike hit a boat, killing survivors of the first bombing.
War Secretary Pete Hegseth says he watched live video of the initial strike on an alleged drug boat in the Caribbean on September 2nd.
Didn't stick around for the hour and 2 hours, whatever, where all the sensitive site exploitation digitally occurs. So I moved on to my next meeting.
Hegseth says he never personally saw survivors from that initial strike, describing a fog of war with the vessel on fire and smoking.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern. It's been a week since the ambush on 2 National Guard soldiers on patrol in Washington, D.C., killing one, seriously wounding the other. And now Fox's Chris Foster reports.
All immigration applications are frozen for people from the 19 countries with travel bans or restrictions put in place in June. That includes Afghanistan. The shooting of 2 National Guard troops by a suspect from there is cited as the reason for the pause. New and existing applications to live and work in the U.S. are on hold for citizens of those countries. Already scheduled final interviews for citizenship and citizenship ceremonies are canceled.
President Trump again asserts that anything signed by President Biden using an auto pen is voided. Writing on True Social, anyone receiving a partner commutation be advised that document's completely terminated, though nullifying Biden auto pen signatures could be challenged in court. America's listening to Fox News.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data
on the level, on the go.
Why the snow isn't going anywhere. The radar looks clear, but it is cold outside, 18 degrees, but it feels like it's 12 degrees. We'll only warm up to 31 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and this report brought to you by Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 7:02. We're already up over 7 inches of snow for the season, just 3 days into December. National Weather Service forecaster Mike Ryan. Ryan says there is a chance for rain and snow this weekend. A popular fitness and home gym influencer busted in Indianapolis. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
Brian Kyle Devine is charged with 6 counts of felony child seduction after Indianapolis police investigated him for the rape of a 16-year-old girl. Officers came to Devine's home on the city's north side the day before Thanksgiving and arrested him. They also spoke with the girl, who said on 3 separate occasions the two got drunk together and had sex, either at his home or at his warehouse on the west side. Devine, who goes by Kaizen DIY Gym online, has over 100,000 followers and subscribers on his Instagram and YouTube pages. His videos have gotten more than 62 million views.
At least 11 Hoosier lawmakers now targeted in swatting or bomb threats, the latest of which is Indiana Senator Ron Alting of Lafayette. He says he was alerted to an anonymous bomb threat at his former home just weeks before the Senate takes up redistricting. In a statement Tuesday, Alting explained that the Tippecanoe County Sheriff's Office informed him of an email claiming 2 pipe bombs had been planted at the North Lafayette residence where he used to live, which is now occupied by another family. And Indiana's redistricting bill cleared its first big hurdle Tuesday, passing out of the House Committee on Elections in an 8-5 vote. The plan, which would redraw the state's congressional districts to favor Republicans, now heads to the full House later this week. The Senate is expected to take up this measure December 8th. Lawmakers heard hours of public testimony urging them to vote against mid-decade redistricting. In the end, 8 Republicans supported it, while only one rep, Tim Yoakum, voted no. The vote comes as a major push from President Trump and his allies, who threatened to primary Republicans who didn't fall in line. College basketball, top-ranked Purdue beat Rutgers last night 81-65 in its Big Ten opener on the road. Trey Kaufman-Wren scored 19 points and had 13 rebounds tonight. Number 22 IU takes on Minnesota on the road in their Big Ten opener, and their football team, ranked second in the college football playoff rankings, plays number 1 Ohio State for the Big Ten championship at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
All right, check it out. The west side, we have crashes. First one is westbound 70. Before Sam Jones Expressway, that's blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go traffic to Tibbs Avenue, and that's a 3-minute delay. Eastbound 70 backed up, man. We have a crash before Belmont, blocking 2 right lanes as it's jammed to Sam Jones Expressway. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop-and-go Keystone Avenue into the south split. That's construction. Southbound 65 at the north split, a vehicle fire is now blocking 2 right lanes, backing us up to 21st Street, and that's going to be a delay of 8 minutes. Northeast side, northbound 465 at I-69. A stall is on the exit ramp to I-69. Ramp is open partially blocked. Expect to slow down there. Boone County, northbound 65 is stopped from Whitestown Parkway up to State Road 267. That's currently a delay of 19 minutes. A Carmel, southbound 31 stop before 116th Street down to 106th. Traffic sponsored by O'Keefe's Working Hands Hand Cream. Cold weather wearing on your hands? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. You'll see visible results in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, cracked hands. O'Keefe's Working Hands, America's #1 hand cream. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We could see a little bit of some patchy fog, and it could be some freezing fog as well, so look out for some slick spots this morning. Mainly cloudy skies through much of the day. I think temperatures today will climb right around 33 degrees. Tonight, we'll look for a cold front to move across Indiana. This will bring us mostly cloudy skies and just a slight chance of a few light snow showers or flurries. As far as accumulation goes, a dusting up to about a half an inch in some spots could be possible. It's going to be cold. Lows will fall to 17. On Thursday, we're really not going to see the mercury climb all that much. Partly cloudy. I'm going with a high of 24. Would be dry on Friday with highs topping out around 30.
That is Tara Hastings of Wish TV. Tara, thank you. Get back to work. 19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:07. Well, here's a story that might not be good for the kids. Your warning is now. It's going to take a couple minutes. It's a news story. I'm not making it up. It's about AI and explicit material. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be here. Great to be with you. If you got kids in the car, you might want to give me 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Start now. Indiana government websites are being used to host documents that detail how users can access AI applications and websites to create deep fake pornography. Oh. Well, that's something. The documents are being hosted on the Department of Health website, PDF files which contain information, according to the reporting from Matt Christie over at Fox 59, how to locate artificial intelligence tools. And do what? And alter photographs to depict people in any manner. All right. Now, this is all very strange and all very weird. And why in the world would the state of Indiana be hosting this stuff? Of course, you understand that the story gets much stranger when you realize the allegations against people in Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith's office about this AI deepfake, right? You've got a member of the State House, and somebody made a video of his wife singing at an event but topless, and no one saw the video. There's a claim someone saw the video, but she didn't do any reporting of it. She didn't say, hey, this is wrong. So the question is, A, why is it on there? And then the follow-up is, does this prove that anybody in Micah Beckwith's office did anything wrong? I'm not a fan of the lieutenant governor. I think he has not shown himself to be engaged in leadership. He has shown himself to want to be a social media influencer. It's about the career going forward. And with this whole rally they're doing on Friday for redistricting, it's going to feature the lieutenant governor and the governor. That's who Turning Point USA went to. I don't know if they'll get a big turnout or not. Nobody's asked me to attend. No one's asked me to be a part of it. So I got to wonder what their focus is. But the larger story here is that I don't think any of this still implicates the lieutenant governor. Show me the video. Somebody has the video somewhere. It's all been deleted. It's all gone. It's all over. It can't be found anywhere. There's a grand jury. What's going on with that? This is very odd and very weird. And certainly, if you were to say, well, does this prove that the lieutenant governor's office did something wrong? It doesn't prove it, but certainly it's there. And the questions can be asked. And I want to now know where the investigation is. Saying that the lieutenant governor did this, that, or the other just to say it is, I think, ugly. Like I would say it about anybody. It's just ugly to make things up. Why was this here? That's a great question. Worthy of an answer. From our state government. We're here. And since we've got the biggest microphone, maybe you want to bring us the answer first. Why was Congressman Marlon Stutzman in Qatar over Thanksgiving? I've got that story with the congressman. Marlon Stutzman joins us in just a few minutes. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner. The place for guys to go is Synergen X and Low T Center for TRT. The TRT test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testosterone is pure and not compound. Get a free T-test today, fixmylowt.com.
Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get in now for your free TRT test. No appointment is necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. Guys, you'll wish you had started TRT sooner. Don't you wish you knew what your level was? Find out with the free TRT test at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com. Synergen X and Low T Center. Get that free T-test today. fixmylowt.com.
Anticipation of the Christmas season offers the celebration of joy, hope, and redemption as we celebrate the birth of Jesus. But maybe you don't feel joyful. You've lost hope, and redemption of your situation seems impossible. Grief isn't limited to the loss of a loved one through death. Many life circumstances can initiate grief and inhibit our ability to embrace meaningful moments. But you don't have to grieve without hope. Join us at Life Church for our Blue Christmas services, designed to give you space for your grief. Go to lifechurchin.com for more information.
Breathe in the wonder and joy of Christmas, where the extraordinary often shines through the ordinary moments, through kindness, care, and compassion. At Franciscan Health, we provide care rooted in faith, love, and dignity, and believe life is a gift and every moment is extraordinary. So take a breath and give thanks as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas. Franciscan Health. Love your extraordinary life.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life.
Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust.
Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, looking at downtown crash, southbound 65 in the north split as calling it a vehicle fire at the moment. Doesn't matter. 2 right lanes are blocked and traffic is jammed up back to 21st Street and a delay time of 8 minutes. West side, we have issues here. It's looking at eastbound at 70. That is a crash. And it's before Belmont, and right now, 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic backed up to Holt. Westbound 70 is a crash, and that's between Holt Road and Sam Jones Expressway with the left lane blocked. Traffic slow back to Tibbs. On the south side, northbound 65 slow from Keystone up to the south split, a 12-minute delay because of construction. Northbound 65 going up to Lebanon from Indy. That is jammed traffic from 865, the dogleg up to State Road 267, a delay of 13 minutes. Carmel, good morning. Southbound 31 stop and go traffic from City Center Drive down to 106. Northeast side, stall on the exit. From northbound 465 to I-69, ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by O'Keefe's Working Hand Cream. Cold weather wearing on your hands? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. You'll see visible results in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, cracked hands. O'Keefe's Working Hands, America's #1 hand cream. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16. Bringing on the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement. It is Booher Remodeling to the rescue. Actually spoke with them yesterday as I'm gearing up for a little bit of a kitchen refresh. Not a full remodel, just a refresh. Yeah, they'll take care of that for you as well. Booher, the best materials, the most skilled craftsmen. I know when Booher is done, I'm going to have a kitchen that works perfectly for my family, for my needs, for my future. It's not about increasing the value of your home. It's about increasing the value of your life. That's what Booher can do for you. Booher Remodeling right here in Central Indiana. For decades, taking care of Hoosiers. Let them take care of you as well. Booher, 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. It's a weird thing to say, man, Laura Loomer asked a very, very good question at the Pentagon briefing. A very good question indeed.
Yes, Laura. Thanks so much for having me here today. Now that the president has started the process of designating the Muslim Brotherhood as a foreign Islamic terrorist organization, will the Department of War still proceed with selling F-15 fighter jets to Qatar? And how will they be able to train Qatari pilots at their air base in Idaho if Qatar is included in the designation?
It's an unbelievably good question. Because Qatar is getting treated with kid gloves by the administration, something I disagree with in great measure. But then it was Laura Loomer, who, by the way, the one who has handcuffed herself to the doors when it was Twitter and has shown herself to be a bit of outrageously nutty multiple times. But man, no quitting that woman. She reported that there were members of Congress and influencers who spent their Thanksgiving in Qatar. I said, that's odd. One of those people she mentioned was Congressman Marlin Stutzman of the Indiana 3rd. He joins us right now. Congressman, I appreciate you taking the time to be with us. I do want to get into the redistricting conversation as that has passed committee in Indiana. But you're on record. You're on record about concerns with Qatar in regards to terrorism. I absolutely believe Qatar has been a supporter of terrorism, and I do not like this approach from the White House in the slightest. So let's start with, how did you end up in Qatar for Thanksgiving?
Well, good morning, Tony. Great to be with you. A couple of things, because I was over in Israel earlier this year and had a great conversation with the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, and we're talking obviously about the situation in Gaza and how it relates to, the hostages at that time still had not been returned. And I asked, what's going on with the players in the region? And there were a lot of questions around Qatar being one of the countries that was in direct negotiations with Hamas. And I've learned a lot as well, too, Tony, that I understanding the context of, well, how did Qatar and Hamas get connected? And so I went back and started doing some history and, reading a little bit. And, Obama had asked Qatar to house Hamas in Qatar so that way they knew where they were at and could keep an eye on them. And then there was some negotiations between Israel and Qatar related to Hamas and in Gaza and how it connected to the Palestinian Authority. And so obviously, we know this is a very complicated region. But the opportunity came. They asked if I would come over and visit, but I wanted to visit troops over Thanksgiving, and so that was the main objective of the trip, was to visit the Al Udeid Air Force Base there on the in the middle of the country, where we have a very large Air Force base, and so being able to visit the troops was a real treat. So proud of our men and women in uniform. They serve a very important role right there in Qatar, but I wanted to also hear from the Qatari ministers of defense and the finance and also the prime minister. Why Qatar? Why Hamas? What's going on? And this is something that they were very instrumental in negotiating the release of the hostages in the peace deal. So sometimes
but we can also agree, sir. We can also agree that Qatar has housed the Hamas leadership with their billions of dollars while the people in Gaza suffer at Hamas's hands. Israel engaged in the attack on Qatar, and that has led the White House, I think, to an improper reaction on Qatar. Is it your belief that Hamas supports, engages, endorses the Muslim Brotherhood?
That's what we're trying to find out. This is, Brian Zinke, who's a former Navy SEAL, Abe Hamadeh, former Army, served in the Army, and Laurel Lee was along. She's a former prosecutor. And that's what we all are trying to understand. And you know what? I mean, we're not going to endorse Qatar. I mean, this is a country that is really playing both sides. They're talking to Iran. They're talking to the Taliban. They talk to Qatar, or to Hamas, of course. And Hamas is in Qatar when Israel struck Qatar with the missile strike earlier this year. And one of the things that they told us, and they were very much wanting us to understand, hey, we're the negotiators. We're the ones that try to help bring both sides together. That's why we have Hamas here. That's why we talk to the Taliban. We're negotiators. That's the role we want to play. And they kept reminding us, hey, you got to remember, we got hit by Iran by a missile after the 12-day war. We also got hit by Israel. So we understand they're saying they understand the role that they play. But at the end of the day, and this is what's really important, is that they cannot be supporting terrorism. And the other piece that we wanted to find out is, are you funding education systems in the United States that are pushing any sort of anti-Semitic message? And that's another really important piece, that we don't want to see funding coming from outside sources that would influence our education system in the wrong way.
Talking to Congressman Marlin Stutzman of the 3rd District of Indiana. We know that Qatar has been a massive supporter of universities, and I do believe we should be pushing legislation to end the ability of foreign nations to support U.S. universities. If the university can't live without it, the university shouldn't exist, sir. We also know that Qatar has repeatedly been engaged with the idea and are certainly accused of their support of the Muslim Brotherhood. But Loomer's question certainly is a good one. How do we feel about the training of Qataris in Idaho or any place else on U.S. hardware?
Yeah, well, they are, again, this is my first time there. From what I understand is they want a relationship with the United States. And this is what something surprised me. I didn't realize, kind of forgot about the blockade that happened back in 2017-18 by the Saudis, by the Egyptians and the UAE. They put a blockade. The Qatar is a little thumb that sticks off the Saudi peninsula, and basically, and then was accusing Qatar of terrorism. Well, they basically were cut off from food and other supplies, and that was really in their psyche that I could tell that they felt almost like, hey, we thought all of our friends here in the neighborhood, we were all on the same team, and there's a lot of politics in that region, as you know. That you can't always trust them. You got to watch their actions more than anything. And that's what I've said about all these guys is that actions speak louder than words. Well, they took it upon themselves to build their own dairies, which actually we sell. A lot of American farmers sell them hay, feed. They are buying supplies from the United States. That's why the Air Force Base is where it's at. So I'm trying to look at it from, okay, they're afraid of their own neighbors in the area. So now they're coming to the United States and saying, look, we want to be partners and friends. Well, if you want to do that, then let's make sure there's no funding going to our education system is doing the wrong, is sending the wrong message to our kids about Israel. Let's make sure that you guys aren't funding the Muslim Brotherhood. Let's deal with Hamas. Let's get Hamas out of there or destroyed if they're going to continue to be a problem in the region or in Gaza. So this is a time for them to choose which side they're going to be on. They're helping with the situation in Gaza. Let's say, okay, we're willing and work more like Saudi rather than Iran in the region.
In a one-word answer, sir, because I do want to ask about redistricting. If Qatar's giving financial support, as is alleged, same with Turkey, to the Muslim Brotherhood, do you believe the United States should cut off their relationship with Qatar? Yes or no?
Yes. I mean, if they're supporting terrorism in the Muslim Brotherhood, that's just a deal breaker, and that's what has to be messaged to them, and that's what we messaged to them when we were there.
Let me get to the follow-up. The trip itself, who paid for the trip?
So it's a United States-based organization. It's called the U.S. Qatari Business Council. There's a lot of business. In fact, they were actually visiting Indiana. They, as I talked to different folks, they love Indiana. They were there at home visiting with Governor Holcomb several years ago. They of course are buying a lot of planes from Boeing in Qatar, the Qatari Airways that they have built out. It's impressive. I'll tell you that, Tony. They have so much money there. They're building out an international city in Doha. They're buying, I'm not sure how many, probably a couple hundred planes from Boeing, which is a massive, purchase from the United States. They are also investing. President Trump, when he visited there, got an investment close to $1 trillion from them. And I think that this is what is important, is that they have to choose, are they going to be friends with the United States or somebody else?
Sorry about that. Just a little interference from the studio. My apologies. Talking to Congressman Marlin Stutzman. Let me, while I have this moment, and I apologize for that, just really quick on redistricting while I've got 60 seconds. It passes committee. You've seen the map. Do you like the map, and do you favor with a full-on vote to redistrict the state of Indiana?
I do. I like the map. I like the fact that this is we're fighting the left in California, in Illinois, in New York. Look, Tony, these guys the Democrats have been playing politics for years, and we got to understand that we need equal representation in Washington, D.C. We're out here fighting socialist Democrats. I mean, look at Mamdani in New York and his campaign that he just won. I mean, these guys are full-on socialists, and we've got to realize in Indiana that what we do there affects the country. I mean, it not just affects Indiana, it affects the country right now, because we're in this fight to protect the freedom and the liberty and the Constitution that we have in our great country. And so I would just ask every state legislator to really understand the fight that we're in. This is not just about precedents. This is not just about the maps as they are drawn and that they should look a certain way on a coloring book. These are serious fights that we're in, and President Trump took a bullet for us. We need to understand what he has been through because the left tried to stop him and literally taking his life. And, of course, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. The left is unhinged, and the only way we win is sticking together. This is a team effort. This is Republicans sticking together. If Republicans stick together, we win. And we always talk about how Democrats, they always stick together, and that's why they win. Republicans, we need to do the same thing. This is an important time for our country.
Congressman Marlin Stutzman of the Indiana 3rd District, I appreciate you taking the time to be with us. Matt Bear, we'll hit traffic on the other side. I apologize to everybody. I just wanted to make sure we got the interview in full. Keep it here, guys. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon, and buy your tickets for our Red, White, and Bowl event at WIBC.com. It's presented by Jack Daniels.
Guys, are you chilly? Do you feel like maybe now you need a new HVAC system? But you're getting all these offers, right? You hear all these things. All these companies have something to say. Who do you trust? You trust Masters Heating and Cooling. You speak to Masters Heating and Cooling, and you can get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort advisors completely free. That way, you are making a decision with confidence, with peace of mind. It's Masters that takes care of my home, and they do an absolutely incredible job with it. And with Masters, you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system purchase. Masters Heating and Cooling. They've been taking care of my house for years, making sure that in the winter, like now, my house is warm, toasty, fantastic. In the summer, my house is cool and fantastic. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling today, immediately, if not sooner. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What they're debating, the radar looks clear, but it is cold outside. 18 degrees. It feels more like it's 10. We're only going to warm up to 31 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. The debate over Indiana's proposed congressional maps played out at the State House Tuesday, with supporters saying the changes brings fairness and opponents calling it a power grab that could silence minority voices. Rep. Cherish Pryor from Indianapolis says her criticism centers on how narrow the maps are and how marginalized communities could be impacted. Republican Matt Van Epps in Tennessee narrowly held off Democrat Afton Bain in Tuesday's special election for their 7th congressional district, giving the GOP a key win to close out a turbulent 25. With nearly all the votes counted, Van Epps, a former Army helicopter pilot endorsed by President Trump, led Bain by about 9 points late last night. That's a much smaller margin than Trump's 22-point win in the district during last year's presidential election. The Trump administration has put a hold on immigration applications from 19 countries it considers high risk for terrorism and other national security threats, just hours after the source said the list could grow to 30 or more nations. In a 4-page memo late Tuesday, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services passed green card and citizenship applications from those countries, as well as other requests, pending a comprehensive review. No snow today, but it is really cold. Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service says with the temperatures so low, the snow on the ground isn't going anywhere.
It may melt a little bit on Wednesday as temperatures warm ahead of a cold front. We may actually see here in the metro temperatures getting into the mid-30s, so that may lead to a little bit of melting of the snowpack, but it's not going to go away.
This weekend's storm dumped up to 8 inches in some parts of Indiana. State police are asking for your help solving a road rage case that left a man injured along I-465 last week.
It happened last Tuesday, just before midnight. State troopers say they were dispatched to the ramp from I-465 westbound to Man Road on the city's south side, where they found the victim shot. They were taken to the hospital for treatment and are stable at this hour. Investigators say it appears to have happened after a road rage type confrontation on the ramp.
That's Wish TV's Phil Sanchez. And sports on WIBC brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. College basketball top-ranked Purdue is playing well right now. They went on the road and handled Rutgers in their Big Ten opener, 81-65. They're 8-0 on the season. And point guard Braden Smith says,
we just got guys that work on their game every single day, and we have all different types of dudes off the bench and the starting lineup that can go create plays and make shots. That's what we stick with.
Purdue has scored at least 80 points in every game this season, and they're beating teams by an average of 20 points. The Boilers back at home Saturday to play 10th-ranked Ohio State. Number 22, IU's basketball team on the road tonight to tip off Big Ten play. The Hoosiers have won 9 straight, including 3 in the barn, and own 110 wins over the Gophers, one of the 5 programs they've beaten more than 100 times. The school's second-ranked football team is playing for the Big Ten championship on Saturday at Lucas Oil Stadium against Ohio State.
They definitely have a talented defense, a great front seven, great in the back end. Just making sure that we do our Indiana football ways, just staying focused and being committed.
That's running back Kalon Black. Saturday's game marks Indiana's first appearance in the Big Ten championship and the first time the Hoosiers have won a share of the Big Ten regular season since 1967. Kickoff at 8 o'clock. The Colts say they're waiving kicker Michael Badgley after he missed a key extra point in Sunday's 20-16 loss to the Houston Texans. The Colts are on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars Sunday, and the Indiana Pacers play the Denver Nuggets at home at 7 tonight. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
All right, looking at northbound 465 on the northeast side. Stall on the exit ramp to I-69. Stop and go traffic in that area as you try to make that exit from northbound to I-69. On the northwest side, crash northbound 465 at I-65. Right lane is blocked. Traffic is slow. Back to west 38th Street. Crash in the north split on inbound 65. Right lane is blocked. Traffic stop and go back to 21st Street. Eastbound 70. Crash after Holt Road, blocking the right lane, causing jam traffic back to Sam Jones Expressway. Westbound 70 from downtown to the airport, a crash on the shoulder after Holt Road, slowing us down to Holt Road. Carmel southbound 31 is stopped after Main Street to 465, and that ramp to 465 awfully slow at the moment. Boone County northbound 65 stop and go traffic before 865 up to 267. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
20 degrees. Are we at 20 degrees yet? I mean, have we... we're at 21 degrees. Look at us, everybody. 21 degrees. Why did I sound like Nathan Lane right there? That was so show tunes. Good gosh. My Broadway debut, ladies and gentlemen. 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:38.
Now through the end of Radiothon, Wilson Farm Market is donating 10% of all fried chicken sales to the Salvation Army. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465 on US 31.
Exercise Incorporated wants you to start changing your life in 20 minutes a week this month.
It's Terry Stacy, and Exercise Inc. only makes this offer once a year in December. If you come in for a free consultation in the month of December, you'll get 2 free sessions just for trying it out, and you don't even have to sign up. Exercise Inc. is a 20-minute once-a-week workout program that will help you get stronger, have more energy, and just feel better. This program was developed to help women with osteoporosis, but it will help both women and men get a lot stronger. Their program will also teach you simple nutritional habits that will help you lose weight and keep it off. Most importantly, you'll have a coach who will hold you accountable in reaching your goals. You don't want to miss this offer. Come in for a free consultation in the month of December, and you'll get 2 free sessions just for trying it out. Exercise Inc., Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now in Fishers, exerciseinc.com.
By the time this ad ends, Washington will have burned through millions of your dollars. That's not how we do things in Indiana. I'm Congressman Jefferson Shreve, bringing Hoosier common sense to Washington. I passed legislation to cut waste, save taxpayers millions, and deliver real tax relief for workers and families. Less waste, more money in your pocket.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Judy loves her fall in Indy, but she doesn't like the paint, so she called Rhino Shield.
The house that Rhino Shield did for my husband and I, after having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied with that.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating specifically formulated for our unique climate.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color because I was very particular.
Indy, you too can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where
Today on the Marketplace. Now, wait. Hear me out. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. All the stuff is at the Marketplace, and it's brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. They've got your cash, that final paycheck, that dividend, that refund. They don't know why they got the cash for you, but they don't know where you are. But you go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov, some basic information, totally free. Nobody's tracking you. Gosh, I hope nobody's tracking you. And your cash gets back to you. Fast, easy, free to use. Go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Text my name, Tony, to 46220 to get started. Text Tony to 46220. Get started on IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Matt Bear, you had once said that you would really like yourself a plunge pool.
Yeah, I would. I'd love it.
Do the ice plunge and get all chilly.
Yeah, get chilly and get everything. They massage the muscles, as I understand it. You know, they massage the body, and it's.
I don't
good
think
for
that's
you.
the way it works.
Yeah, it's like it's like buying up in advance, so you don't have to pay the $150 massage
No, that's
fee.
not what a plunge pool does. It's you just put yourself in. It's like ice water, and it's cold, and it's supposed to help with inflammation, things like that. It doesn't. You don't jump in the water and it massages you. This is not a Diddy party.
Well,
It's
I
know. It's a
this
plunge
is true.
pool.
It's definitely not a Diddy party when I'm involved.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, what if you had room for a real pool at the apartment? Would you take that?
Yeah, I'd like to have a pool.
But you don't have the room for it.
No, of course not. No, it's a one.
What if
bedroom
we
on the
split
fourth
the
floor.
difference?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, located by the Speedway someone is selling what they call a 10 by 10 cowboy pool, which comes with a filter pump and over 10 brand new filters. Okay. It is a 10-foot round silver barrel that's maybe 2 feet deep.
Okay, this is.
And the photo is in somebody's yard, and some kid is kind of like floating in this non-pool pool. And I'm telling you, this isn't the craziest thing I've ever heard.
No, it's not. We used to have one of these when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah, we did. We called it the hog trough, and we'd fill it up.
That's
with
what
water.
it is.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's a hog trough.
Thank you.
And,
that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like the kind of thing that the animals would come to and get a sip of water from.
Yeah, but we swam in it, Tony. Now, we didn't have any animals drinking out of our bath water or our pool water. I mean, it was...
Right, out of your pool water.
Yeah.
Out of your bath water?
No, we had a barnyard, and we just made with the animals. We were made as better farmers.
So this thing, I'm telling you, there is something outrageously appealing about this.
There is. You don't need the filter. All you need to do is have 3 people to pick up the pool and dump it all over the lawn whenever you're done swimming in it. And then
and then put new water in it?
Yeah, then you put new water on it. And sure, the old water might run off into the neighbor's yard a little bit, but you don't tell them that. You just kind of dump the pool, fill it up with water. Boom, you're swimming again.
I'm wondering, could I put a heater on it? And now it's a hot tub.
Ooh, you got to get the bubbles. You got to get a jet. You got to get a jacuzzi jet in there. Maybe like an old boat motor. Just kind of prop it up on the end and just...
Right? They're selling it, Matt Bear, for $450, and I'm pretty sure you have to move it yourself.
Just throw it on top of the FRS and move it from wherever to Indianapolis.
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs. 4 floors. I'm in! No, I don't have any place to put this in. I think it's fun. I think we're off season. This might sell better in the spring and summer. But I have to be out. I hate to say it. I have to be out.
I think there's something here, ladies and gentlemen. There's something to this. For sure. Check it out over at WIBC.com. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s.
All right, we just have a mess today. I know we didn't get snow last night, but watch out for black ice, especially on 70. We have a crash cleanup in progress. Eastbound 70 before Belmont. Right lane is blocked. Traffic stop and go back to Sam Jones Expressway. It's a 21-minute delay. Now, westbound 70, also a crash. This is after Holt Road. It's on the shoulder. No delay. Northwest side crash. Northbound 465 at I-65. Right lane blocked. Traffic stop and go back to West 38th Street. Crash in the north split on southbound 65. It blocks the right lane. Stop and go traffic to 21st. And a delay time of 8 minutes. Northbound 465 on the northwest side. Slow from 79th up to 865. Still stop and go traffic in Boone County on northbound 65. From 865 up to State Road 267. Northeast side stall on the exit from northbound 465 to I-69. No delay. Inbound 69 slows from 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers. That's Pierce Jewelers. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:47.
So the truth is, women live longer than men, often by many years. This has big financial consequences for women. They run a greater risk of running out of money in retirement. That's why it's critical women have the right strategy to file for Social Security. You really have to have someone that knows what they're doing.
The biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong age. It's not understanding how Social Security impacts their IRA and 401k withdrawals, their taxes, and even their Medicare premiums. Discover how you could get the most out of your benefits with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. So if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now at 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
JMV here. This holiday season, make your home magical with Sundown Gardens and Miss M's Home and Garden. Sparkling Christmas trees, glowing holiday decorations, show-stopping fresh greenery, and trees for inside and out. Sundown and Miss M's has everything you need to turn your home into a winter wonderland. Visit them for wonderful Christmas gifts, delectable chocolates, live trees, wreaths, and more. Come in and get inspired and let the holiday spirit ring. Sundown Gardens, 186th and Spring Mill in Westfield. Miss M's on State Road 135 in Bargersville.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
Are you worried about your taxes? Okay, so I'm talking to those of you out there that have not filed in a few years with the IRS or state. It's time to get worried, and here's why. The IRS is getting back from their own COVID lockdown, and they're hiring more enforcers, and they're going to come after people that owe taxes. So if you're a 1099 worker, and maybe you just plain forgot to file your taxes, you need to call the professionals right now at the Tax Helpline. They are experts at knowing the tax regulations, and their goal is to help you pay as little as possible. Call right now and get a 100% free tax evaluation. Remember, before the IRS knocks on your door, knock on our door. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, make this free call right now.
Call Taxes 321 now at 800-808-9443. 800-808-9443. That's 800-808-9443.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Cold weather wearing on your hands? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. You'll see visible results in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, cracked hands. O'Keefe's Working Hands, America's #1 hand cream.
Take charge of your health this November. On December 7th, noon to 2, head to Gugman House Brewing Company, 1701 Gent Avenue for the Men's Health event with Franciscan Health. Beer, food, football, and health resources, all in one place. Learn more at WIBC.com.
The press release went out that Andre Carson is very unhappy with how these districts have been drawn in this conversation of redistricting. Well, you can imagine how we feel, Congressman Carson, what with your support of bigots like Rashida Tlaib and Louis Farrakhan. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. The very concept that we vote for Andre Carson in Indianapolis, well, that's not reason enough to redistrict. Agreed. People vote for bad candidates all the time. They voted for Mamdani in New York. They voted for Jesse Brown in Indianapolis. These things happen. You vote for bad people, you get bad results. Oh, no, they really care about the city. They really care about... It's a funny thing that if you were to find agreement with somebody on something, you could argue, well, at least we can agree on that. When the purpose of their point of view is to push forward an agenda that means the end of capitalism, you can't find a common ground. What they believe is fundamentally and diametrically opposed to decency, reality, and what is better for society, and society has proven this. If Andre Carson isn't willing to condemn Louis Farrakhan, I don't care how happy or unhappy he is with anything. If he's not willing to condemn Rashida Tlaib or Ilhan Omar for their bigotry, for their rank hatred, what value is he? And therefore, what value do I put to the opinion of, this is all about doing the whims of Washington, D.C. At what moment did Andre Carson not follow the whims of Joe Biden or whoever was running the country? This is an unserious argument. Now, he's fighting for his political life. You carve Marion County into 4 separate districts. He's got a hard time staying in Congress. If he didn't have his grandmother's seat, he'd have a hard time staying in Congress, too. His argument is not one that I put much credence into. And we should be clear that Indianapolis is not better because of Andre Carson. It isn't. We should also be clear that it is an obscene thing to say that we can't redistrict in the state of Indiana because, well, you would be getting rid of the only black member of Congress we have in Indiana. Vote for someone else. It's a weird thing for Democrats to say, as if, no, we can't make these changes because we have one black member and that's enough. You might inspire black people to run in other places. Now, you say to me, Tony, that is an ugly, ugly, ugly thing to say. This is the podcast of that really gross progressive Jennifer Welch talking to commentator Crystal Ball. That's her name.
Something else.
Listen to this.
She said you'd had it with our minorities in ICE.
I mean, that connects to this, right?
Yeah.
Like, not only do you have no moral compass, and how many times have you seen these guys? They've got their masks on, so you can't see their whole face. But what you can see, it's like a brown skin tone and a dude who looks like his last name is probably like Lopez or Hernandez or something. It's like, what is wrong with you? Not only do you not have morality, apparently you don't have self-preservation.
So I heard that when you say this about Jews, it's anti-Semitism, but when progressives say it about black people, it's totally fine. I am saying that the argument about racism in these lines is one of those bigoted things I've ever heard, and it's from the left. I'll get into it more right now. We've got traffic in Matt Bear.
Crash, North Split, southbound 65, backed up to MLK. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds of Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Galaxy Concrete Coating is proud to support the Salvation Army Radiothon through My Virtual Red Kettle. Hey, it's Casey Daniels. Now through December 13th, they'll match your contribution up to $1,000. That's double the impact to make someone's life a little better. Visit WIBC.com and look for Casey's Virtual Red Kettle. And while you're at it, check out Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They can transform your home. Say goodbye to cracked, stained floors and hello to durable, stunning surfaces that last. Their cutting-edge technology ensures a beautiful finish every time. You get to pick out the color. Upgrade your home today with Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They're for garage floors, driveways, pool decks, and patios. Call for your free estimate at 877-417-0635. This Christmas time, make a difference and upgrade your space with Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They're creating stronger floors and stronger communities. Find them online at galaxyconcretecoatings.com. Galaxy Concrete Coatings, a proud sponsor of WIBC's Radiothon for the Salvation Army.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, a new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
The holidays are the most wonderful time of the year. And let's be honest, between travel, to-do lists, and year-end everything, it can get overwhelming. Now add retirement planning to the mix? Not a chance. Here's the good news. Retirement planning doesn't have to be stressful. At Howard Bailey Financial, our team simplifies the process, listens to your goals, and helps you take your next retirement steps with more confidence. So while you're wrapping gifts and planning get-togethers, let Howard Bailey Financial help you wrap up your retirement plan. Get started today by texting WRAP to 888-494-5004 to download your free retirement toolkit. That's WRAP to 888-494-5004. Because financial confidence doesn't just belong under the tree, it belongs in your future. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Through their service, veterans have our backs. Now we should have theirs. Learn more at gotyoursix.org.
At Hendricks, our cancer care is in the details.
When you are with us, and you have our time and you have our energy.
We have a wonderful team of highly trained oncologists, physical therapists, speech pathologists, dietitians.
Always making sure that the patient is the center of the care.
We have excellent nurse navigation that are skilled at identifying barriers to treatment,
as well as expertise from Mayo Clinic.
It is more personal care than just a number.
Visit hendricks.org/cancer.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what opponents and proponents of redistricting are talking about. They met at the State House on Tuesday. The IU volleyball team has a really special opportunity. John Herrick has more on that. All those stories and more coming up after Fox News from the Technology Recycler Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
Another great night for the Republican Party. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump posted that on Truth Social after Matt Van Epps won a special congressional election in Tennessee.
I am humbled beyond belief.
He wins a vacant seat that had already been Republican, giving the GOP a 219-213 House majority.
President Trump was all in with us, and it made the difference. In Congress, I'll be all in with him.
Van Epps beat Democrat Afton Bain by 9 points at a district the president won by 22 last year.
Tonight is not the final result of what we wanted, but it is the beginning of something so powerful in Tennessee and across the South.
Congress continues to investigate the military operation targeting illegal drug trafficking boats off the Venezuelan coast, as Democrats want to know if what happened on one boat in September was a war crime when it was attacked twice. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth insists
he only watched that first strike live and then left the room and left Admiral Frank Bradley in operational control, who then ordered the second strike, which killed all survivors. A U.S. official tells Fox News that Admiral Bradley did that to sink the vessel because it could have threatened other ships or even allowed survivors to then call for backup. So it was a, so to speak, self-defense move here.
Fox's Aisha Hasni at the White House. Hamas is planning to hand over more remains to Israel today, but is it a dead hostage? The last body wasn't.
Partial remains purported to be that of one of the 2 hostages still in Gaza were returned to Israel yesterday. One Israeli and one Thai citizen, both deceased, are still believed to be somewhere inside the territory. But forensic tests show that the body sent to Israel yesterday doesn't belong to either. The returns are a key part of the ceasefire deal, which both Hamas and Israel have accused the other of breaking.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Costco is suing the Trump administration. The retailer wants refunds for paying to import goods into stores. If the Supreme Court rules the president's tariffs are voided, he exceeded his authority. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What they're split on. The radar is clear, but it's cold. 18 degrees at Monument Circle. Feels like it's 10 degrees. We're not even going to go above the freezing mark today. We're topping out at 31. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Opinions in the Hoosier State are split on redistricting. Jake McDaniel has the details.
Nathan Roberts is the co-founder of Save Heritage Indiana. He said Tuesday he supports the new congressional maps, arguing they simply reflect the will of the state's conservative voters.
I think Republican politicians need to take a strong stand on this issue to add fairness and deliver for President Trump and everyday Hoosiers that gave you not just a majority, but a supermajority in the last 7 elections since 2012.
Roberts urged Republican lawmakers to have the courage to pass the changes despite the opposition. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A popular fitness and home gym influencer arrested in Indianapolis. Jarrett Lewis tells you why.
Brian Kyle Devine is charged with 6 counts of felony child seduction after Indianapolis police investigated him for the rape of a 16-year-old girl. Officers came to Devine's home on the city's north side the day before Thanksgiving and arrested him. They also spoke with the girl, who said on 3 separate occasions the two got drunk together and had sex, either at his home or at his warehouse on the west side. Devine, who goes by Kaizen DIY Gym online, has over 100,000 followers and subscribers on his Instagram and YouTube pages. His videos have gotten more than 62 million views.
Indiana State Police say they are looking for the person who fired shots into a car along I-465 and injured a man last week. They say they need your help. Head to their social media to access that information. The Indiana Hoosier volleyball team is about to play in the NCAA tournament. John Herrick reports.
Not only is this the first time they've made the tournament since 2010, it's also just the 6th time in program history that the IU volleyball program has made the tournament, and they get to host the opening round Thursday night at Wilkinson Hall against Toledo.
The environment at Wilkinson Hall has been so much fun, and the community and student section and everything has been great. So very excited to play in front of our home crowd.
Indiana Hoosier volleyball coach Steve Aird says if they stay loose and play their game, they'll have success. And if they win on Thursday, they play again on Friday. John Herrick, Network Indiana.
IU's 22nd ranked men's basketball team is on the road to tip off Big Ten play tonight. They're playing Minnesota. They have handled Minnesota rather easily in the past. Tip-off goes up at 7 o'clock. The second-ranked football team is playing for the Big Ten title at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday. They're about 4-point underdogs. Kickoff at 8 o'clock. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Northwest side crash northbound 465 at the I-865 interchange. The left lane is blocked and traffic is jammed. Back to 79th, a 4-minute delay. Northwest side crash northbound 465 at I-65 on the right shoulder, slow back to Crawfordsville Road. Downtown inbound 65 crash at Meridian, that blocks the right shoulder. Then a crash in the north split blocking the right lane, traffic backed up to 21st Street. Eastbound 70 on the west side crash after Harding Street, and it blocks the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to Sam Jones. Crash cleanup continues on westbound at 70 before Sam Jones Expressway. Little bit of a slowdown, no delay as you head out to the airport. Greenwood northbound 65 just stopped. The Main Street up to County Line Road, slow again from Southport Road up to 465, and then we're stopped on northbound 65 from South Keystone Avenue into the South Split. That's a construction zone. In Madison County, crash northbound 69 after State Road 13. 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic is stopped for miles. Southbound 69 crash at Cynthia Ann Road, backed up to State Road 13. Inbound 69 is stopped from 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Freegee and Freegee Auctioneers. One day, 2 great auctions, December 4th at 9 a.m. The Midwest Construction and Ag Auction at 6 p.m. The Midwest Public Automobile Auction. Visit buyfreegee.com for more details. License number AC312000002. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
By the way, it is very cool. IU volleyball going to the tournament. Number 4 seed, their first NCAA tournament appearance in 15 years for the women. You should go. If don't just be a football guy, or football girl. Don't just be about basketball. Go. Very, very cool. Good on them. Well done, well played. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We got a little bit of some very light snow popping up in some spots this morning around parts of Marion County and Boone County as well. This could produce a very light dusting, quick coating on the roadway, could slicken things up. So use caution this morning. We'll look for a little bit of patchy fog, mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, highs near 33. Tonight, cloudy, a little bit of light snow developing once again, a dusting possible, maybe up to a half an inch in spots, but it's going to be cold, down to 17 tonight. Could wake up to Single-digit wind chill values Thursday morning. I think we'll see some sunshine, but it is going to be a bitter day tomorrow. Only highs around 24. Partly cloudy with highs near 30 on Friday.
That's terrible.
I know. It's only December. Ugh.
Just absolutely ugly.
I know.
Are we done now?
I think so. I mean, yeah.
Did a little commiserating.
Are we done with the...
About the cold. Just we just did a basic commiserating about the cold, and now that's what you do. Like you're there at the water cooler, like, cold enough for you? Like, that's basically what we just did.
Right. That was good.
Yeah. Telling you, this podcast is going to be gold if you would ever just dedicate the time to it.
I know. I need to dedicate the time.
Yeah, we all
Can we
know.
have, like, an extra hour in the day? Do you know how much stuff I could get done in an extra hour in the day?
No, I don't. Why don't you tell us? On the podcast.
Oh, there. Yes. Valid point.
They're all valid points.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Do you even really need me? I mean, or maybe for more, you have more buttons. Don't you have more spaces to fill?
Do we need you?
Yes.
Of course. Of course we need you.
That is correct. Wow. Nailed it.
You know what? Until you believe in your own worth, how is anybody else going to believe in it?
Yes. Gobble, 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 gobble.
So, let's get on this. Tara Hastings, Wish TV. Oh, so good. Appreciate you. 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:10. I said it then and I'll say it now. I don't question the decisions that I have made to get to where I'm at. And I don't question the decisions that I made to not pursue some other things. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. I made choices. I worked hard. A little bit of luck, as all things are a little bit of luck. Not everything is because you work hard. Plenty of people work hard. They just don't get the moment. Now, I find if you don't work hard, it's hard to find the moment, but luck certainly plays a part. The right moment certainly plays a part. For me, here at WIBC, that came from getting the thumbs up of, yeah, he belongs, from Greg Garrison, who announced yesterday through a statement that he will be retiring as the Hamilton County prosecutor. The longtime host on WIBC, he taking the chair from Mike Pence, me getting the opportunity to take the chair from him. My intro still uses his line from the heartland on the crossroads of America. I mean, I asked permission before I used that because it mattered that much, because it was legend. It was Greg. The thumbs up from him, the approval from Greg, went a very long way in solidifying myself here and just to, I think, some level of extent, solidifying myself with you. Retiring as is described to focus on health and family. I did reach out to him. I haven't heard back yet, you know. I hope he's well, and I hope he's healthy, and I hope he is for a good long time. God, what a force, what a person. And I owe him much. I absolutely have not forgotten that. Retires effective December 20th. I want him to have nothing but good, and to know every day that I am grateful for his friendship and grateful for the thumbs up. It meant a lot. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. You're looking for a house. The housing market, well, it's strong, but not easy. It is absolutely not easy, especially if you're not working with a team that knows how to aggressively market your property like Mark Dietel Realty. Maybe you have a growing family. You're working from home. You need more space. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert, trusted and recommended. With the sale of your home, Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he'll buy it. You just pick the move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Neil in Indianapolis said, I had already moved and listed my old home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy. I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietel marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietel team sold my home as is for the price I needed. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Call Mark right now. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L. markdietel.com.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Traffic on the 5s and Matthew Bear. What are we doing?
Yeah, on the north side, Tony, looking at eastbound 465 after Meridian, crash blocking 2 right lanes. There's a slowdown there. It just happened. Southbound Keystone Parkway in Carmel is stopped from 31 down to 126th Street. Inbound 69 stopped, 116th Street, 282nd, and that's because of a stall at 82nd Street. East side, northbound 465 slow from 72 Penn Pike, and now we have 2 crashes approaching the north split. The first one southbound 65 at Meridian, that's on the right shoulder. The second one in the north split, blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 21st. West side eastbound 72, 2 crashes now. Eastbound 70 after Tibbs Avenue. And they're blocking the right lane stop-and-go traffic back to Sam Jones Expressway. Westbound 70, crash after Holt Road, and it's currently blocking the right lane, backing up traffic to Holt Road. In Greenwood, crash. This is new. Northbound 65 before County Line Road, blocking 2 left lanes, stopping traffic past Main Street in Greenwood. And then in Madison County, northbound 69, crash after State Road 13 in Pendleton, 2 right lanes blocked, backed up to 13. Crash reported on southbound 69 after State Road 13, which has us backed up to the interchange. Crash Kessler Boulevard at Keystone Avenue. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com with over 100 online casino-style games. Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group void were prohibited by law. See terms and conditions 21+. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
Hammer here for my friends at AAA. The holidays are here. It's upon us, and so is winter weather. This year, stay prepared and give everyone on your list the gift of a peace of mind by giving them a AAA membership. As a AAA member, you get roadside assistance 24/7, 365. Flat tire, dead battery, you name it, AAA is there. You also get exclusive travel discounts, hotels, rental cars, and all the cool events happening around the Hoosier State this holiday season. Now through the end of the year, new members can join AAA for just $50 for a 1-year classic membership and add an associate for free. This is a great gift idea. Give someone you care about a AAA membership. Visit AAA.com and use the code HOLIDAY25. That's HOLIDAY25 at AAA.com, or just call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. Give the gift of AAA this holiday season. Tell them Hammer from Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner.
Now you can take the TRT test free at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
Make your home magical at Sundown Gardens. Wonderful Christmas gifts, delectable chocolates, live trees, wreaths, and more. Sundown Gardens, 186th and Spring Mill in Westfield.
An interesting piece in the New York Times. I know what you're saying to me, Tony. That's just not possible. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Good to be here. January 24th, 2026. Tickets.tonykatz.com. Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala. You got to get your tickets. Get your tickets right now. It is going to be such a sensational night. The Christmas gift, the Hanukkah gift, the anytime gift. January 24th, the bourbons, the food, the laughs, the red carpet. You're going to look great in your red tie. It's a red tie gala, like a black tie, but with a red tie. Trump, 1 year later, a red tie gala, going over the past year, the highs, the lows. It's things you have forgotten. You are going to be amazed. And then how this all plays out going into the midterms. January 24th, 2026, the Hyatt Regency. Trump, that's downtown Indianapolis. Trump 1 year later, red tie gala sponsorships now available. Talk to me. You're going to love this crowd. You're going to love these people. Tickets.tonykatz.com. You can also go to WIBC.com. Get your tickets. Get them right now. Trump, 1 year later, a red tie gala. It's going to be amazing. Incredible night. I want to see you there. Tickets.tonykatz.com. It was a piece about property taxes. And it was written by Aaron Wren. Now, I do not know Mr. Wren. And you're like, wait, is that the freak progressive from Politico who was always writing about Buttigieg and has just been unbelievably nasty? No, that's Adam Wren. And I have always said about him, he was the first guy to the Buttigieg beat. He beat everybody else in the country reporting about Pete Buttigieg. And there have been moments where he has done stories, but not a fan, not a friend. Not looking to make one. Aaron Wren is an interesting guy. Bills himself as a writer and consultant in Carmel, Indiana, lifelong Republican. That's how it says it on the New York Times piece. And by the way, what I find about him and my interest is I think he's interesting. It's actual like opinion and thought, and we can agree and disagree about these things. Over there at the Indy Star, they brought on Jacob Stewart. There are things he has said I agree with and I disagree with, and he's bringing about opinion and not narrative, right? An opinion that only goes one way ain't so much opinion. It isn't. I don't hide from the fact that I'm a conservative, but even I, in a conversation with Congressman Marlon Stutzman we just had last hour, said I disagree with the White House's policy on Qatar. I don't agree with everything all the time. Opinions are about, hey, how do we see this thing working, growing? And here's a way to think about things that maybe you didn't. Here's my analysis of it, not based on my emotions, but rather based on something substantial. Anybody can have an opinion, but an opinion that I think that is worthy, maybe I have a different standard than others. This was about property taxes. And the headline was, the GOP war on property taxes will lose them the suburbs. His theory, and he mentions Carmel in the piece, which is always good for Carmel, is that the suburban world wants the amenities, that it isn't just about sleepy little town. Now, I think part of the redistricting conversation in Indiana that is interesting, that really has shown itself, is that there are indeed plenty of people in Indiana who want the sleepy little town. And they don't want the growth, and they don't want the building. They don't want to, the terminology has changed their way of life. It's really fascinating in how they present themselves. His argument, Aaron Wren, is that people are indeed willing to pay for the services. He talks about Saratoga Springs, Utah, where they raise sales taxes to pay for arts, parks, and recreation. Medina County in Ohio, which is near Cleveland, where Trump won with over 60% of the vote in 2024, a tax levy for the operation and expansion of parks. I don't disagree with this. I do not disagree with the idea that cities that are worth living in want services. They want a level of expansiveness. They want to be able to not have to rely on some downtown, which is really what this is about, in my view, to be able to go to. And something that Hamilton County has proven, whether you're talking about Zionsville's Boone, but Carmel and Fishers, let's say that. And now Westfield and the push there. Why do we have to go to downtown Indianapolis for anything? We got it all right here. No one has to drive too far. It's better. The argument here is whether or not property taxes are the way this must be done. He points out that libertarians have long argued that property taxes, quote, are the equivalent of paying rent to the government for property you already own, making them inherently illegitimate. I agree with that assessment. If the argument is, if you get rid of property taxes, the suburban city is no longer interesting, and therefore people will vote for Democrats who will keep those taxes in place, I don't believe that's an accurate take of the situation. Rather, it would be foolhardy to deny that in some cities, they will engage in increase in taxes, whether it's sales taxes or something else, in order to have those amenities, and some cities won't. But the property tax, as is indeed onerous, and it states quite clearly that you do not own what you own. You could argue that it's actually a more efficient way to engage the tax dollar. I put forth to you it is not an honest way. And that if the city does indeed have the populace that wants to pay for the amenities, well, then they will. Let us put that to the vote itself and not put it to property taxes, which go largely unseen and just exist. Let's put it out there and let people decide what they want for their municipality. And I want to know why that's a bad idea. I invite Mr. Wren on the show anytime. I think he's interesting, and I'm glad he posted there at the New York Times. Good on them for allowing it. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matt?
North side eastbound 465 after 31 is stall blocking the right lane. Inbound 69, that's a stall at 82nd Street. Has a stopped back to 116th Street for delay of 23 minutes. Crash in the north split on southbound 65 backed up to 21st. On the west side eastbound 70, crash after Tibbs Avenue, and that's blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to Sam Jones Expressway. A couple of crashes going westbound 70 in the same spot before Sam Jones Expressway. Both blocking two right lanes and traffic backed up to Tibbs Avenue for delay. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go from South Keystone Avenue into the south split. A 14-minute delay. Greenwood crash northbound 65 after Main Street, and traffic slow back to Worsville Road. Madison County northbound 69 crash after State Road 13. Two right lanes are blocked. Stop to the interchange. Then southbound 69, a crash after State Road 13. Two right lanes are blocked. Traffic backed up to the interchange. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Jacob Stewart from Indy Star will be here to talk about why redistricting could screw rural Indiana.
Join us Wednesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Well, the cold is here, but it's not too late to ensure that your house is ready to handle it, because your roofing, your siding, your gutter, your window problems, they're not going to fix themselves. Moss Roofing can help with all of it. A missing shingle, that's a leak. A clogged gutter, that's an ice dam. Drafty siding, bad installation, that's sky-high heating bills all winter long. You need Moss Roofing. Family owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years. Moss Roofing gives you a free, no obligation inspection. Spotting the problems now before the cold settles in so you're not scrambling in January. And thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. Money back in your pocket while protecting your home. Don't wait. Call Moss Roofing today. 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Get your home winter ready this fall with people you can trust. That's Moss Roofing. 747-3665 or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
Has your house become a burden? Why not sell to us? Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to assist people in difficult situations. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Wanda's been in real estate. I've been in construction, so she would find properties that we could fix up and resell or rent.
Probably we've flipped about 40 houses. I don't want to do it anymore. Health is not good. We're in our early 80s. Sometimes you have to give it up.
James, he did a good job. James was very cordial and, like I say, responded to our phone calls and kept in contact with us. So he did a good job.
When I got the purchase agreement, and he did have things in there that was pertinent to me. It's important.
Yeah, James followed through on what he said. Did what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Other companies make broken promises, but at Simple Quarters, we keep our word. Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters at 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Whose lead is slim and why they're optimistic. The radar is clear, and it's 18 degrees in the capital city. It feels like it's 12 degrees, only going up to a high of 31. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Republicans will keep a GOP-held seat in deeply red Tennessee after winning a contested special election that drew national attention. Matt Van Epps, the Republican nominee, beat Democrat Afton Bain Tuesday in the race to replace former GOP Rep. Mark Green, who resigned in June for a job in the private sector. Republicans holding a very slim majority in the House, with the special election was seen as a must-win for the Republican Party. Gunfire in a quiet Connecticut neighborhood broke out Tuesday in Sanford. An armed man barricaded himself inside of a home and shot at responding cops. Cops trying to negotiate over a loudspeaker, and later used an armed car to breach the house and take the man out. Tuesday's discussion at the State House focused on the new congressional maps. Jake McDaniel explains what's happening.
State Representative Robin Shackelford says she's against redistricting.
This is more than political performance. This is a clear, strategic, manipulated, Hitler-type plan of control.
Representative Cherish Pryor argued the congressional maps were drawn to silence minority leaders. She says the maps ensure one African American represents Indiana in Congress, but the new maps would dilute that power.
These maps are racially gerrymandered. There's no other way to put it.
Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Buying anything during the holiday season can be tricky. John Herrick reports on how one financial expert in Indiana is assessing that.
John Talbot is an IU Kelley School of Business senior lecturer. His areas of expertise are retailing, relating marketing activities to financial outcomes, and new media communication. He tells Inside Indiana Business there's no denying that online shopping is a major factor.
Online has continued to grow. The real inflection point was the pandemic, when we went a decade into the future, and we've stayed there.
He believes the majority of shopping, though, will still happen in stores, but he also says Hoosiers at all income levels are being cautious with how they spend their money.
Chris Paul's time with the Los Angeles Clippers has come to an end. The team announced early Wednesday that he's no longer on the team. They sent him home in the middle of the night. Sports on WIBC. College basketball, top-ranked Purdue is playing well right now. They went on the road last night and beat Rutgers in the Big Ten opener, 81-65. They're 8-0 on the season, and point guard Braden Smith says,
we just got guys that work on their game every single day, and we got all different types of dudes off the bench and the starting lineup that can go create plays and make shots. That's what we stick with.
Purdue has scored at least 80 points in every game this season. They're beating teams by an average of 20 points. IU's 22nd ranked men's basketball team tips off Big Ten play tonight in Minnesota, and the ball goes up at 7 o'clock. The school's second-ranked football team is playing for the Big Ten championship on Saturday against Ohio State at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Colts have announced that they're waiving kicker Michael Badgley after he missed a key extra point in Sunday's 20-16 loss to the Houston Texans, and the Indiana Pacers are back at home tonight to round out their homestand. They're playing the Denver Nuggets. Tip-off at 7. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Boone County northbound 65 after 865. The dog leg gets a crash blocking the center lane. Stop and go traffic back to the 865 interchange. North side eastbound 465 stall in the right lane after Meridian. A slowdown there. Inbound 69 stall at 82nd Street. Stopped back to 116th Street for a 21-minute delay. Madison County north and south from the State Road 13 interchange in Absolute Zoo right now. We have a crash going northbound 69 after State Road 13, blocking 2 right lanes, stopping traffic past the interchange. And then southbound 69, crash after State Road 13, 2 right lanes blocked. Again, we're stopped past the interchange. Downtown Indianapolis, southbound 65 in the north split, a right lane blocked, traffic backed up to west. On the west side, crash eastbound 70 after Tibbs, right lane blocked, traffic jammed back to Minnesota Street. A crash westbound 70 after Holt Road, and we have one on the shoulder, another one blocking 2 right lanes, traffic stop back to Tibbs Avenue. South side northbound 65 jams at South Keystone Avenue into the south split, an 8-minute delay because of construction. Greenwood crash northbound 65 after Main Street, and traffic stopped past the Main Street exit. A crash on the south side National Avenue at Linden Street. Street. And a crash, Kessler Boulevard at Keystone Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy color diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:37.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Furnace on the fritz? Call Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Get an honest assessment on your current furnace or a great deal on a new one. Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, where coming home never felt so good.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Dow futures are up 92, NASDAQ futures are up 55. My nose is itchy. What? I just thought we were sharing. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. That's where the Dow futures are at. Oil prices still under $60 a barrel on the West Texas crude, $59.41. The Brent crude out of the oceans up a tick, $63.15. The 10-year Treasury, 4.063. The 30-year fixed is unchanged at the weekly national average of 6.27%. Gold, $4,200 an ounce, $4,220, and silver, dear Lord, $58.64 is the bid price. The high was $59. That's unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable. Yes, I sold too early. I don't ever get bothered with selling too early, but that was pretty early. This I didn't see. This is just nutty. ADP putting out payroll numbers, and remember, ADP, I never know whether they're right or they're wrong. Based on revisions, they've been better than I've given them credit for. They're saying that the U.S. labor market has had a slowdown. Private companies cutting 32,000 workers. Small businesses hit hardest, according to CNBC. But larger businesses, companies with 50 or more employees, said that there was a gain of 90,000. But fewer than 50 saw a decline of 120. Not sure what this tells us yet about the economy. We will break that down. Of course, we're discussing redistricting, and I don't know if anybody missed this quote, this statement from Robin Shackelford. But I have some serious questions for this member of the Democratic caucus, Representative Shackelford. And the question is, why are you quoting from Moms for Liberty? I mean, I was told that this kind of stuff was beyond the pale. And it is. And I don't think anybody's ready for what's about to come next. But don't worry, the break won't be that long. You might want to stick around. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
So the truth is, women live longer than men, often by many years. This has big financial consequences for women. They run a greater risk of running out of money in retirement. That's why it's critical women have the right strategy to file for Social Security. You really have to have someone that knows what they're doing.
The biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong age. It's not understanding how Social Security impacts their IRA and 401k withdrawals, their taxes, and even their Medicare premiums. Discover how you could get the most out of your benefits with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. So if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now at 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Make a difference this season with WIBC's Radiothon, sponsored by Financial Center, your credit union for what's next. Learn more and get involved at fcfcu.com.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, looking at the west side, this just happened. We have a crash westbound at 70, and westbound 70 is now closed at Holt Road with traffic backed up to Tues Avenue. If I want to get around this, I'm bailing out early at Harding Street and I can go south, pick up Sam Jones Expressway. You have construction on Washington Street, so that's going to make it difficult. Again, westbound 70 closed at Holt Road on the west side because of a crash. Now, if you're going to eastbound 70, like towards downtown Indianapolis, that's a crash blocking the right lane after Tibbs Avenue has us backed up to Holt Road. Crash clear. Crash clear! Southbound 65 at the north split. It's a miracle. Inbound 69, a stall at 82nd Street. Stopped past 106th Street. North side, eastbound 465 after Meridian. That's a stall blocking the right lane. Lots of breakdowns today. Madison County, northbound 69 after State Road 13. Two right lanes blocked. Traffic stopped to the 13 interchange and a little bit beyond. We have a crash going southbound 69 after State Road 13 in Madison County. That has us backed up to the interchange and a little bit beyond as well. Hancock County, crash westbound 70 after Mount Comfort Road. A little bit of a slowdown. The road is open. And in Greenwood, northbound 65 crash after Main Street, blocking the left lane, stopping traffic past the Main Street interchange. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
Looks good in SR1. Roger. ACS arm switch is on. Okay, Victor. Landing rocket arm switch is on. Here comes the throttle. Circuit breakers in. We have separation. Inboard and outboard are on. We're coming forward with the side stick. All looks good. I've got a blowout. Number 3. Get your pitch to 0. Pitch is out. I can't hold altitude. Correction. Alpha hold is off. Trip selectors emergency.
Oh, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here is how we play our game. Producer Carl has picked the television theme song from yesteryear. Turn it up.
The technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man.
I have to guess what it is.
Steve Austin.
Now, producer Carl made it easy today, but I do get to utilize the chat room at youtube.com/WIBC for assistance, or I can phone a friend. And considering how Matt is rarely helpful, let's do it. Matt Bear, we're going to phone a friend to get some help in what this television theme song is. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
Tony, that's Hey Arnold.
Was that the spin-off from Happy Days?
Yeah, no, that was a Nickelodeon cartoon, actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, fantastic.
I went with Arnold from Happy Days.
It's different strokes.
Arnold is what I did right there. This is the theme to the $6 Million Man. Good. Well done, well played. We play every day. What is that television theme song? Usually I spend a little more time on it, but something happened in the newscast that Ryan Hedrick was doing. He played a quote from Democrat Robin Shackelford, part of the Indiana House Democratic Caucus. I'm old enough to remember when Moms for Liberty put out a newsletter, and they were trying to discuss the issues of government control. They used a quote from Hitler to do it, and people went out of their heads, up in arms. Miles Nelson, who was running for mayor of Carmel at the time, made it a huge centerpiece of his campaign, shamefully, ignorantly, because he didn't focus on the people. He focused on a national kind of approach. He could have just said that's wrong to use. You don't quote Hitler in that way, which is what I did. It's what rational people did. But it became the cause celeb, and the Indiana Democratic Party was up in arms. Well, this, yesterday, I believe, is Democrat from Indiana, Robin Shackelford. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can get this to actually work, because that would be fantastic.
State Representative Robin Shackelford says she's against redistricting.
This is more than political performance. This is a clear, strategic, manipulated, Hitler-type plan of control.
Representative Cherish Pryor argued the congressional maps were drawn to silence minority leaders. She says the maps ensure one African American represents Indiana in Congress, but the new maps would dilute that power.
These maps are racially gerrymandered.
So I should have added Cherish Pryor to it because, well, anything that she doesn't like must be bigotry. Representative Pryor, you're wrong. That's a lie, and I'll debate it with you anywhere, anytime. But I got to put you to the side right now, Representative Pryor, because we have to deal with Representative Shackelford.
State Representative Robin Shackelford says she's against redistricting.
This is more than political performance. This is a clear, strategic, manipulated, Hitler-type plan of control.
What the hell are you talking about, Representative? I've got 5 microphones, no waiting. Why don't you come down here and explain to me, nose to nose, I'll come into studio. It ain't too early, it ain't too cold. You explain to me how this is Hitler-esque. What was the exact words you used?
This is a clear, strategic, manipulated, Hitler-type plan of control.
Tell me what about redistricting brings about the gas chambers? What Hitler type of control are you even referencing here? Or any chance to call a Republican a Nazi, goodbye you, because if we could just get more Republicans shot at, everything will be better. What the hell are you talking about? But it's not okay to just let it go. And it's not okay for the absolutely despicable and completely ignorant Democratic Party of Indiana to let this go. I was told that this is exactly the kind of talk that is verboten. So why don't you bring yourself down here while we're still at 40 Monument Circle and explain it? Why don't you explain why it is that you can invoke Hitler in a conversation about redistricting, which is a lawful process being debated in a General Assembly where the people were elected by the citizenry? What the hell are you talking about? Just needed to be a part of the conversation? Just needed to show your bona fides? That you can also be one of these people who denigrates the Holocaust and the loss of 6 million Jews, never mind everybody else who was murdered? So you can score some political points on redistricting? It's bad enough Cherish Pryor is so completely full of crap talking about this being racist. What, you can't elect a black person somewhere else? That's your argument? Hoosiers are such racist? Or is it that, no, we need to keep Indianapolis with Andre Carson because, well, you can't have other black members of Congress in other places? I don't think Jennifer Ruth Green is the candidate she once was, but are you in favor of her running in the first? Or no, she can't win because she's not actually black enough. She's not really black because she's not a Democrat. What are you saying, Representative Pryor? But again, I'd love to talk more about this, but you got to sit to the side because I got to deal with Shackelford, Representative Shackelford, invoking Hitler in a conversation about redistricting. And not a Democrat will say anything about it. You absolute, despicable, low-life frauds. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And for the record, it's wrong. So, Representative Shackelford, when he is showing up to defend this position, and what about redistricting, brings invocations of Hitler to you? We look forward to your answer. Matt Baer has traffic.
Northeast side, southbound 69 at 82nd.